Insights from Hector Garcia and Francesc Miralles' Ikigai, brought to you by InstaRead. In the Japanese village of Ogimi, 80 is still considered a young age. Many of the village's residents have reached 90, 100, even 110. What if the wisdom those elders have collected could, in turn, give others a shot at a longer life? In Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life, 2017, authors Hector Garcia and Francesc Miralles study supercentenarians, a term that designates those who are at least 110 years old. They focus especially on residents of Okinawa, a prefecture in Japan known for the hospitality and good humor of its residents. Many of these Okinawans attribute their longevity and high spirits to Ikigai, a Japanese term which refers to an individual's purpose for existing. The Japanese believe that having an Ikigai is essential to happiness and the ability to be a productive member of society. Without an Ikigai, humans would have few reasons to act outside of mere self-preservation. Okinawa is one of 5 of what author Dan Buettner calls blue zones, or areas where humans, on average, live the longest. Studying the habits of people in these zones can provide hints about which activities increase average longevity, and which likely decrease life expectancy. Even if scientists aren't able to discern the secrets to immortality by studying blue zones, they may find out how humans can extend their lives by years, even decades. While finding a purpose in life is a fundamental component of living longer, other habits play a part in any society's ability to extend the life expectancy of its citizens. For example, a healthy diet, regular exercise, and predictable routines are critical to the well-being of Ogimi's residents. Most meals eaten in Okinawa include plentiful vegetables and fruits. Frequent positive social interactions are also imperative to the mental and physical health of Okinawa's residents. In Ogimi, residents are regularly assigned responsibilities by community leaders and take active pleasure in caring for one another. While those outside of Okinawa may not have access to the same tight-knit community or bounty of nutritious food, they can still benefit from the example set by Okinawans by identifying and purposing a deeper Ikigai. That purpose, once identified, will provide a reason to go to work and complete daily chores. It will also provide incentive to follow healthy habits, ensuring that an individual can pursue his or her dreams for years to come. Once an Ikigai is found, most people discover that they don't long for retirement. Fulfilling their purpose becomes a lifelong ambition. Insight number 1. Logotherapy treats mental illness by helping patients find meaning in their lives. In traditional psychoanalysis, a patient is asked to recount memories and feelings that are difficult or shameful to share. Psychoanalysis holds that sharing these feelings with a professional will help the patient work through bad habits and other neuroses. However, logotherapy, which is a separate school of psychology, takes a different approach to helping a patient cope with mental illness and emotional distress. Rather than asking patients about their pasts, logotherapists help patients figure out what pursuit, career, or activity would bring meaning to their lives. These therapists hypothesize that most mental and emotional disturbance stems from not having a defined purpose in life. Once patients have discovered their purpose, they can take small steps toward fulfilling it, which will give them confidence and restore a sense of happiness and balance. Austrian psychiatrist Viktor Frankl developed logotherapy largely by adapting techniques he used on himself while imprisoned in Auschwitz. When he was first brought to the camp as a prisoner, the manuscript outlining his theories and work was confiscated. Replicating that manuscript became his life's mission, which gave him the mental strength to survive in captivity. Frankl realized that finding higher meaning in life is essential, especially for those suffering from extreme distress. His discovery became the core tenet of logotherapy. Number 2. Never eating to the point of fullness can increase the odds of living a long life. A common adage used at mealtimes in Japan is harihachibu, which means fill your stomach to 80% full. Obviously, it's impossible for anyone to tell when they have eaten exactly 80% of their stomach's capacity. The saying is meant to remind diners in Japan that ending a meal before feeling full can actually increase lifespan. Calorie restriction, in small doses, can reduce hormones that increase aging in the body, and can also reduce chances of suffering from diabetes, hypertension, inflammation, or cardiovascular disease. Overeating, or even eating until fullness, can leave people feeling sluggish because of the extra work they've assigned their digestive system. Number 3. By discovering activities that induce moments of flow, anyone can discover their Ikigai. All tasks are easier to achieve in a flow state, a mental state in which someone is able to focus entirely on the task at hand without distractions, ideally for hours at a time. Flow states are usually achieved when people are truly enjoying the task at hand and find it slightly challenging but still satisfying to complete. Since humans are happiest when working in a flow state, those flow states are inherently connected to each person's Ikigai. Number 4. Existential crises occur when individuals feel compelled to follow social or professional roles that are at odds with their Ikigai. Often, patients enter therapy because they feel a sense of emptiness in their lives or otherwise lack personal direction. In some cases, they may be suffering from an existential crisis, in which they are uncertain whether their existence adds any meaning to the world. Logotherapy can help these patients realize that the existential crises they are experiencing stem from the disconnect between trying to do what other people want them to do on one hand and ignoring their true desires and ambitions on the other. When people are forced to do what's expected of them rather than attempting the things that they want to accomplish for themselves, they are more likely to ignore their true desires in favor of fleeting vices like drugs or alcohol. We hope you enjoyed this video. Smash the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Visit instaread.co to get more insights from this and thousands of other books.